Hey everyone, welcome back to Lamson Family Farms. My name is Max, and today I am going to be cleaning up the chicken coop for winter. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, so excuse my voice, but so I'm upstairs in our barn, and this is the space that I keep the chickens in the barn for winter. I don't keep them in here in the summer because it gets too warm in this space for them. But it's a great spot for them over winter. And so what I'm going to be doing is getting this area ready for them again. I haven't done anything to it since I took them out of that space. Let's see, it would have been this spring. I forget which month I did that. They do really well in here until it gets to about 70 degrees in the daytime. Because the roof is metal, it heats up very quickly, even with fans on. And so I had them in this space until this spring. And it's getting cool enough now that they can go back in here. So the plan for this winter is to put all the chickens in here. I have only 3 ducks right now. So I generally raise Ancona ducks. I still plan on doing that in the future, but I did downsize this summer. I had this year 8 hens, 3 drakes, and I'm down to 3 hens. So, and those 3 are my older girls that I'm quite attached to. So I have the 3 of them. They're not coming up here with the chickens because they are too messy with their water. I don't want them spilling the water out and having it leak down to the first floor. Okay, so I thought I'd show you the space before I do anything to it. There's not really a whole lot that I need to do tonight. I need to just move some hay around. I'm not too worried about that because I have it piled up right now, and the chickens actually really like to scratch the hay piles. So while I like it to look flat, I don't really need to do that. So you can see this is their space. This here's the edge, and I have the door secured with chicken wire so that like if a raccoon got in here, they couldn't get in. So this is actually parts of it, this back part is the old roof of the barn before they added on this addition. So like that used to be the exterior wall. So I've got their roost in here. The lights are already set up. I do need to reclose this window. I'm gonna just do the chicken wire that's right there right now because it's not getting cold enough that I need the window on there. So I'd still like as much airflow as possible. So I'm just going to staple that chicken wire back. And then I will, let's see, I need to put some more hay in the nesting boxes. And then that barrel needs to go. I will probably also do a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to try clearing up the cobwebs, just because I don't like looking at them. And then this is the door of the entrance. I put up this door last year, and I really do wish I had started my YouTube channel before then because that was a really cool project. I had never framed in a door like that before, and I also had to do a bit of flooring because there was a step originally, and so I had to cover that up. So what I've done in here, don't know if you can see it. Let me put you down a little bit. You can kind of see the plastic on the edging. And so what I did last year was there was a lot of plastic rolls that were left here, mostly to winterize the upstairs of the barn that I didn't need all of it. So I, under the hay, put a layer of plastic, and then I put bark chips and then hay. And that has worked really well in keeping the floor protected. In case I ever want this not to be a chicken coop, I can just pull up the plastic and we'll be back to the floor. And then the floor won't have chicken poop all over it. So the chickens have been pretty good about not tearing up the plastic. And I will say I have not scooped out this area. I thought I was going to need to this summer, but because it does get so warm up here in the summer, it kind of bakes everything. And so it's not really dirty up here. And so my plan is to put down another layer of the hay, and I'm using a lot of chaff that we had fall on the floor when we were putting the hay up. And so I'm just going to keep adding a little bit more hay, and then next year I'll see if I need to do a big scoop. But my plan tonight is just to put the hay in the nest boxes. I have a waterer that I'm going to be putting up here. It's currently in their summer area. I'm not going to do that tonight because we are planning on, today's Tuesday, we're planning on putting the chickens up here this weekend. So they still need that for the rest of the week. And I don't have a chicken feeder that I'm going to put up here this year. I'm just going to do pans. Last year I had big drums for their chicken feed, and that did work really well. I ended up selling those this year just because I was putting the chickens back with the ducks, and those don't work great for the ducks because that style, the ducks would get the feed wet and then it would just kind of paste in the little hole that they would eat out of. So I'm just going to be doing pans for the chicken feed. I could move a couple of those up tonight. And then I'm going to be clearing up some cobwebs. So I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse. So what I'm doing right now is I'm throwing down some hay for the goats. I'll probably also do some for the horses, but what I'm trying to do is throw down a couple of weeks worth at a time, because when I end up throwing down just one day, then I get like hay debris on the ground floor of the barn, and I know it's not a big deal, but it like backs up and I don't like looking at it all week, so I end up sweeping every day. And so what I'm hoping to do is throw down a couple of weeks worth and then sweep, and then not have to do that again until the next time I throw down a couple of weeks worth. So the goats right now are going through, well, the girl goats go through a bale a day, and the buckling gets his own like hay net of hay, and he usually makes it about a week with that. And then the boy goats generally need a new bale every probably like 2 a week, and so it's really not that bad. That one bale is feeding 4 adult goats, 4 baby goats. So I'm just trying to throw down enough to last me a little while. Okay, so I'm not actually going to stack this in the goat area tonight because I already put the goats to bed and I don't want to get them riled. So I'm just going to stack it outside their door, and then tomorrow when I'm doing chores anyway, I will stack it in their area. Okay, so that's 15 bales. So that should last me just under 2 weeks. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night. Yes. Okay, 9 eggs today, which is not terrible. Quite a few of them are molting right now, and they're certainly a lot cleaner in here than they are when I've got them with the ducks. So pretty happy about that. They're going to town on this pumpkin, and they've got food and water, so I'm going to turn on their evening light. I have a little hallway light out here. I just turned that on, and I turned these main ones off. So give them a little bit of light, but enough that they can roost and take a break. So good night, you guys.